45 is another grind setters. Gonna take you out to NJ real quick, right across the bridge. I ain't telling you where we at. Actually, I am. PVH Studio. Shout out to the whole family. Ty, Bunny, Drew, my partner BDM Smith. I'm gonna tell you about what BDM stand for a minute. But first, let me introduce our guests. My homies represent Elizabeth, New Jersey. Shout out to the homie A-Lexx in the building. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you?
Give him some air horns, Drew. Give him some air horns. I want to make feel at home right there. A lot of trucks come through Elizabeth.
All right. How you, man? How you?
I'm good, considering that, we dealing with a whole bunch of craziness over this last year. We blessed. We here another day to make it great,
Definitely, most def.
Now, you're up here because you have some music that caught my attention. In fact, it was something on IG. I believe it was for the culture. We big on the culture up here on Shade 45 because we do it for the culture.
Right.
But this is something that you ran up on IG, something you ran up on YouTube. Was that like your first song? Like, how did all that come about?
So basically, it's a little story to it, man. It's crazy because we was at the Drewski spot, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Drewski.
Shout out to Drewski, Elizabeth. We was about to go visit him, just pay him a visit, say what's up, check up on him, you know what I'm saying, see how he doing. As soon as we popped up and we was about to talk to him, the hoodies were there rapping. They was already doing a video and this and that. And
these are the two brothers, right?
The two brothers. Like, they was literally, it's like 2 weeks fresh off funk, you know what I'm saying? And they was just there. They was doing their thing, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? And at the end, when they was done, that's when we networked. It was cool people, no Hollywood shit, like real, you know what I'm saying, real people. And basically, we connected. He told me to spit something. I spit something. After that, we just connected. We did a song. And after that, we did the video. When I put the video up, it definitely, the views is amazing. The comments were amazing. Nothing negative. Even though they say, you need some hate in your life.
Bro,
me?
All the negative comments are usually rappers. You know what I'm saying? If you ever look at it, they're usually rappers, but you do need that. Some of that negativity, it makes you a better person.
Good publicity.
Yeah, it makes you a better artist too, man.
So basically, when we did the video, everything was official. I put it out there, and that's when I started getting the views. That's when I got in contact with DNA. Where Jada was doing that, hit me up right after the hoodies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it went from there, it went from there as in like, this is what I really want to do for real.
So
like,
up until that point, like, were you just playing around with music? Like, you lay some down?
It wasn't
on voice notes or some shit? Like, how was it for you before that?
So if I give you the whole rundown, basically I started when I was 12, man. I started rapping when I was 12. I did poems in Spanish, this and that, and then that's when I started getting to the rap, and then I started rapping, and it just went from there, to be honest. But no, I'm not taking it as a joke. I always taking it serious, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to doing tracks. I'm a perfectionist, I want everything to be the way that it's supposed to be,
Don't invite me to the studio when you're in the session, bro.
Yo,
because I know I can hear it already. We gonna be in the studio. It's gonna be 2-day blocks, and we gonna take a long time to get it knocked out.
Not even. But definitely, like, you know what I'm saying? I always took it serious, but it got to a point where it was like, I felt like I didn't drop like mixtapes, or I didn't drop this and that. Like, I would just practice, write and practice, spit on industry beats. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to do. Just practicing, and then it got to a point where I was like, look, I'm not saying that, my writtens is to its limit, because there ain't no limit.
Right.
I'm always going to get better.
So always sharpen your sword.
But I feel like that at this point, I'm ready for anything. It don't matter what it is. I'm ready for it.
Well, I'm glad. I mean, you being ready is the reason why you up here on Shade 45 right now, bro.
Appreciate you.
You know what
man.
I'm saying? And you mentioned two names that we're about to get into a song called Bang. And on there, you have DNA. Shout out to the homie DNA. First of all, y'all can't fuck with DNA, all right? K-Shine, what's going on too, bro? Fred the Godson is on there. God bless. You know what I'm saying? That's our homie right there. And E-Class is on here. And you also... Is this Jada? Jada is on this joint too. He did like a forward. Like
Jada, he hosted the track.
Copy.
He definitely, it was great talking to him,
What was that like for you?
Well, to be honest, I'm not trying to be extra, but, he is my top 5.
Dead or alive.
You know what I'm saying? So just speaking to him was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And he was just throwing jewels at me, and I was just soaking it up, you know what I'm saying? Paying attention. Focus on your following, do this, do that. And that's what I was doing. I was following basically what he was telling me to do. And E-Class is basically the hoodies. That's the big brother.
The big brother.
E-Class,
right.
So he definitely, he got some potential too, man.
You
crazy.
put him on a track with Jada, Fred the Godson and DNA. See that's what it's about, especially when you're on your come up. You said earlier that they wasn't on any Hollywood shit. When you're on your come up, how the fuck can you be Hollywood? You could be confident, but
Right.
there's no reason to be Hollywood.
Exactly.
Everybody's trying to figure it out to grow, right? And what you
Exactly.
did, y'all did something. Came back, got him, and now he's on this track. I want to get to it real quick because I know everybody in their car right now. Like, play the fucking song already. So look, it's A-Lexx featuring DNA, Fred the Godson, along with E-Class. You got to hear the is on there. Believe me, turn this up. Give him some real-time feedback, too. Your Instagram is the number 1, the letter A_Lex. 2 X's, right?
Correct.
Give him some real-time feedback. It's right there in your screen, so you don't got no excuse, all right? Make sure you hit us up at Gray Rizzy at Shape 45. Let's get it. We out here. Grind setters. A-Lexx is in the building. Elizabeth, New Jersey. Yep, it's him, that A-Lexx. It's Gray Rizzy also. We out here on Shade 45 hanging out on a new grind setters. So you said Jadakiss being your top 5 dead or alive, which is, he's right there on a lot of people's lists, including mine. But what else influenced you getting into music? Because I'm sure with the lyricists like yourself, you have different people that you probably look at and like, yo, I got to get tighter. I got to get better.
Well, I mean, basically, Jada, man, he just been something that he just been a big influence in my life, and it's not even about like him spitting education. It's more like something that I could relate to. There's a lot of things I could relate to. Like, for example, Dave East, that's another person on my list, like things that I could relate to. I'm not saying I did everything they did, but I definitely did, I thugged it out and did what I had to do. So everything is just relatable. And that's what I love. And it's something that I could listen to, and just the bars in general, just listening to them, it's just, it drives me crazy. Be like, damn, I got to write something now. As soon as I listen to a Jada track, I be like, I got to write something now. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the passion.
That's the passion. That's the passion.
You sound like you would do this without money, without fame. Like, it sounds like this is a passion that you have. Like, you would just do regular. It's a part of your life. It's like breathing air.
I'm going to do this regardless, Like, this is what I love to do. Like, without music, I don't know where I'd be at, to be honest. But, regardless of money or fame, I'm still going to pursue. And I got to, I chase the dream, not the money or fame. I chase the dream.
So we mentioned top 5. We got the 2. What's 3 more on your list?
Hey, man, if you're going to talk about the other 3, listen, I don't want to sit here and say this the official one, but just off the top of the head, it'll basically be Jada, Big L, Big Pun. I'm going to throw Nas in there, Jay-Z.
That's 5.
I got more people, though. It's crazy.
It's not until somebody asks you, what's your top 5? Everybody say they already got it, but then when you're asked, especially with lights, cameras, millions of people listening, you be like, oh, shit.
It's crazy.
Like, damn, man. But that, I think anybody would respect that top 5 right there. So this is what I want to do. I want to play something real quick. Out of that top 5, who you want to hear?
To be honest, I want to hear some Big Pun. Man.
Pun?
Some Pun.
Trying to think, should we do Cross Bronx? Which one you want to listen to?
Man, the song that I love to hear is what's it called? Damn, the one with Cuban Links.
Is that
which
Tress? They have so many. They got a couple of songs.
The beat.
Puerto Rico. Nah, it's not that one.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, you getting booked this shit.
Yeah,
off the Beat Nuts beat. Off the books.
books.
But that's the Beat Nuts joint. Okay, cool. So we gonna get into that. Big Pun's coming up. We got A-Lexx in the building. Gray Rizzy, we out here. Shade 45 is a grind setters. Don't go anywhere. Yes, sir. Gray Rizzy, we out here. Shade 45. It's another grind setters introducing you to new artists doing their thing. Shout out to the homie A-Lexx who made it up here with us right now. How has this pandemic stuff affected, your creativity, you getting in the studio, all of that stuff?
Well, to be honest, to keep it real with you, man, I got my own studio.
Your own studio. Smart.
And the thing is, like, I got my personal engineers, but when it comes down to, like, emergencies or last options, I engineer my own stuff.
How important? See, I don't think enough people understand how important that is to be self-sufficient, but to also invest in yourself.
Absolutely.
Saves a lot of time, saves a lot of money. What made you do it?
Like I said, like I said before, basically I'm a perfectionist. So when I be at the stool, it's it's everything's by hour, this and that. So when I'm at home, like I make sure that everything is the way I want it first.
Mhm.
And then if I want to, I go get it done, or mix and master, or I just stay home and I do it myself. But it'll take me more, you know what I'm saying? It'll take me a couple days to be able to, mess with it and this and that. But it'll come out good.
Well, shit, there's not many greats that I know that didn't lock themselves in their room production wise. Let's just say like
Right.
a Kanye West or a Jay Dilla or a Premier, somebody like that who didn't put themselves in the room, whatever the room was, whether it be a bedroom, a closet, or a studio,
Right.
and work their way to greatness. So I see that's the same thing for you, man.
And shout out to DJ Premier, man. Yo, I swear, man, that's one of my favorite producers,
Primo!
especially when rest in peace, Guru. You know what I'm saying? That was, I mess with all of them, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a '94 baby, but I definitely went back and looked in the books of what I missed.
Yo, you
You know what
got
I'm
to
saying?
know where you came from to know where you're going. So,
Absolutely.
talking about that, going into 2020, like, what's some of your goals?
So the goals, man. Oh, but before, I didn't answer your question. Basically with the pandemic and everything that's going on, it has been messing everything up. I'm gonna keep it G. Rest in peace, Fred the God. It literally happened at the beginning of 2020, and you gotta understand, there's a story to that because that I was when I was planning to get people on the Bang song. Basically, I opened up for Fred. This was like 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This was in I forgot. I think it was Patterson. And he had gave me his number. You know what I'm saying? Just his personal number. He just gave it to me. He was like, here, man, just hit me up whenever. It happens that from that day on, 8 years later, I hit him up. I said, Fred, what's up, man? I know you probably don't remember me, but this is A-Lexx. He was like, what's up, kid? I definitely remember, I got a little, I remember a little bit, you know what I'm saying, this and that. And we was just talking, and definitely he know Ness, my boy Ness, and since I already had DNA on the song, I was talking to Fred about it, and it was just that was another dope day for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, damn, talking to
Right.
Fred. Like, so when I got Fred on the song, basically there was like a little hold up because at the end of the day it was his birthday month too. So it's a little hold up. He was like, yeah, I'll give it to you, when I can. But it happens that he was already sick.
Mm-hmm.
So he was already sick. He was already going through things. So basically, he was like, I got you, A-Lexx. I got you this Sunday, blah, blah, blah. Sunday, he sent me the verse. Everything was Gucci. You know what I'm saying? I was super excited. You got to understand, I already got Jada hosting it. I got Fred on it. I got DNA, and I got my boy E-Class from the Hoodies on there. So I'm just like, this is a big song. It's something, then again, it's for the culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
for the culture because that's what I like to do. I'm a lyricist at the end of the day. I'm an artist. I do Spanish songs. I do everything. But I stick more to what I love, which is lyricism. But, as soon as that happened, basically, like, it kind of, like, put me down a lot. And
Right.
especially with the pandemic just adding on to that, it was just like, I didn't even want to do nothing that year, to be honest. Like, I was just living it day by day, to be honest.
I'm not gonna put words in your mouth because everybody's gonna process things differently.
Right.
But if it were me, I would look at it as a gift. Because it's one of the last things that possibly Fred the Godson did before he passed on. Shout out to
Right.
Fat Boy Izzo. Shout out to my family, Chance the Rapper. Shout out to my partner Smith,
And shout out to Russ, man.
who is
Shout out to his brother.
yeah, very very close with Fred. But I would look at it as a gift, and I will make that as part of my goals of 2021 is giving it back to the culture
Absolutely.
because you got a gift, right? So go ahead
Definitely.
and make sure you pass that forward, pay that forward.
Will do.
That's why you up here right now, man. I want everybody to tap in with you too, man. You tell them everything. I have the Instagram, but you Twitter, website, anything like
Definitely, man. You can check me out on SoundCloud too. I got all my songs on SoundCloud. I basically got them all on Instagram too. I definitely post them up on Instagram. I post them up on YouTube. Just type my name. Just go to SoundCloud and just type A-Lexx. If you go to YouTube, same thing, A-Lexx. Except when you go to my Instagram, it's a little different. It's the number 1A_LEXX.
that? Yeah.
So other than that, that's where you can find me. And I'm gonna keep it real. Like every 2 weeks, I'll definitely be dropping a track. Like just for the fans.
All
As
right.
I'm working on my, my real projects, I'll be doing stuff for the
Do we
fans.
have a project coming out soon? Like a full project?
So basically, Yeah, so basically, like I'm working on an album right now.
Okay.
So the name of the album, these are my two single. I did a double single drop actually on it. I don't
Nice.
know if somebody's done that before, but I did a double single drop. I dropped both those last year, but like I said, last year was something how I was
Right,
feeling down
right,
a little
right.
bit. But this year, like I'm ready to. It's like redoing it again. You know what I'm saying? To get back on track with it.
Do you have an idea of a date?
I don't have a date. I do not have a date.
Do you have a goal?
The goal is that
Summer?
every track got to be hot. Every
Enough
track
said.
got to be hot. So, and you already know, since I'm a perfectionist, I definitely don't want to put out a date and rush myself.
One more thing. Is the album going to drop this year though?
You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it this year. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure.
Don't make this into Detox East, man.
I don't want to sit here and say something, you know, and
drop
then it
the
don't
fucking
happen.
project this year.
But hey, man, listen. I try my best to make it happen.
Uh-huh.
You know, the first name there was two names to it. The
Okay.
first name was Let's Do It All. It was basically I was gonna have like 2 R&Bs, 2 reggaes. I was gonna do it all, like 2 raps, 2 traps, and it just got to the point where I started listening to Benny the Butcher, and you know, shout out to Griselda and all them. I was listening to Burden of Proof, and I was like, this guy just dropping straight lyricism on his whole album. So I kind of switched up the name and said, instead of trying to do something that's out of my element, which is good to be out of your element, but for this kind of stuff, like album-wise, I feel like I got to stick to what I love. So I switched it up to Born in the Wrong Era. So that's the name of the album. It's going to be called Born in the Wrong Era.
We going to be looking out for that, man. I'm going to hold you to that, all right?
Most def.
Now, look, if you missed any part of the interview, catch it on demand with the SiriusXM app for your iPhone or Android, or you can listen with a home-connected device, Amazon Alexa, Apple TV, PS4 or 5 if you're balling like that. Just search Gray Rizzy, A-Lexx, Shade 45. Listen to it on your time on demand. Definitely follow me at Gray Rizzy, at Shade 45. Turn on your notifications and download the app. It's right here. Download the app. Type the names. Listen to it on your time on demand. Like I said, let's get to this joint right here. No Balance featuring Showtime, right?
Correct. Shout out to East Grand. You already know the shits.
Turn it up, man. Let's get it. We out here. Shade 45 is another Grind Setters.